Hello, welcome to the next episode of Beyond Rhetoric Podcast. In today's show, we have Miss Joni from an organization called HeartSmiles. We get a chance to sit down with her and ask what she's doing in the community and how her organization is starting and where it's going next. With that being said, we still have a couple of things that are going on. We still have the hoodie campaign, and we also have our auction that's going to be happening on December 3rd at Bus Boys and Poets here in Columbia, Maryland. We hope you can make it out. Please go to the link to RSVP or go to the other link that we have about the hoodies and purchase one if you can. It'd be an awesome Christmas gift. With that being said, we hope you enjoy the show. Now let's go Beyond the Rhetoric.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off. So today we have a wonderful guest joining us from an organization called HeartSmile, and that is Miss Joni. Joni, wonderful to meet you. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you, Khalees. I appreciate the invitation to be on. Amazing opportunity.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. So give me some information on what is HeartSmile today.
Yeah, so Heart Smiles really is youth success and hope, specifically for young people in Baltimore, if I had to sum it up. And what that means is that we really start backwards by asking young people, what is your version of success? And then doing our part to help connect them and equip them with skills that we know is going to allow them to be able to realize their version of success. So it really looks different depending on the young person that you talk to. But foundationally, we are really big on leadership development, entrepreneurship development, personal, professional development, and then putting young people in spaces to actually utilize those skills that they learn from us.
Oh, wow, that is impressive. If you can just touch on a little bit dealing with the entrepreneurship, how do you work that part in?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a whole program really just designed to helping young people think about their passions and their talents in a way that they can monetize them. And one of the really cool things about our model as a whole, as an organization, is that it's peer to peer, near peer. So they are learning directly from other young people who have already started their businesses, who are already flourishing and being able to see positive impact and results from their businesses about how to monetize these skills and these talents that so many young people just kind of take for granted or don't know where or how to go with those talents.
Yeah, that is so important, giving people the tools or even introducing them to different ways to actually get access to starting up a business or getting their own thing going, becoming their own boss, because sometimes you have youth that don't even know. Um,
Absolutely.
and when I got the chance to meet some of the folks that's on your team, it was really cool because I seen these young men in the detention center. They're not far from the ages of the kids that's actually in there. And
Mhm.
the cool thing about it is those kids gravitate to them because it's like they're looking at their older brothers and they're able to speak some of the slang. I'm still trying to figure out some of the slang. I just learned what Riz means from my son, and all that stuff. For the viewers, Riz is short for charisma. But anyway, so I'm still playing catch up, and I'm only in my 40s. But to see them and what they do, them being so close to their age, it's really cool. So Joni, what is your role in Heart Smile?
Yeah, so my role is the founder and executive director.
Wow. And what was the year which you founded this and in the whole origin story of it?
Yeah, so 2015, the Freddie Gray riots. Yeah, if it wasn't for the Freddie Gray riots kicking off in 21217, I would have been like everybody else. I would have just watched what was going on, been sad for a moment, but then moved on with my life. But it was personal for me because 21217 is where I came from.
Mm, wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. And so how has Heart Smile ballooned to this organization that it was, which you just starting it back in, you said 2015?
Yeah, we're about to be 10 years old next year. It's
Wow.
crazy.
So how did you guys get to where you're at now, just starting with yourself and probably a few other people to where you are today?
Um, the honest answer on that is like literally by the grace and hand of God, because I knew absolutely nothing and still learning so much about like nonprofit, the
Hmm.
landscape of this environment in this world. Like I came into this not because I was looking for a job or wanted a career. I was extremely happy in the career that I had working with a communications company in a executive leadership position. Like I thought I was going to retire there. I was extremely happy. So I found my way into this work because of a commitment. So for me, I kind of ignored all the traditional things that people think about when they step into the nonprofit space. And I was just focused on one thing, which was helping these young people. Like, and that was it. So what started as a one person show is truly now the efforts of, so many others who really care about the potential of young people, want to nurture young people and keep them at the forefront.
Wow. How big is your team right now?
Oh, not that big at all. But we have 4 full time, but we have a lot of volunteers who always come out and help and support what we do.
That's awesome. Now I seen the logo. It's got you got it on your jacket. I see
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
heart,
yeah.
and I'm assuming that's the city of Baltimore.
It is, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So probably a Ravens fan. Um, my kids are
Never,
Ravens fans.
I can't. I guess I can't say that I'm not, but I don't watch sports for real. Like if it's like my nieces or nephews playing, yes, but
Yeah,
professional sports, no, I don't really watch professional sports.
you just hear it through the grapevine through other people that bring it all up to you.
I just hear it through the grapevine. That's it.
I
That's
hear
it.
you. I
Now
hear
I did
you.
watch the Dr. Dre show last year.
Oh yeah, 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 no doubt. Yeah, that was solid. That was solid.
Uh,
Um,
uh,
so we'll jump back into it. So I see your logo. Obviously it looks like the city of Baltimore in the background. How did you guys come up with the name Heart Smile, and what does it mean?
yeah, so I came up with HeartSmiles because as I was thinking about the organization and what I wanted to be, the question that I asked myself was, well, what did I want the impact to be? Like, what do I want young people to feel? And I said, I just want their heart to smile.
Mm.
And just, that was it. Heart smiles.
That's awesome. That's how you came up with that. Um,
Hmm.
so with your vast amount of volunteers, what's the process you guys go through with recruiting? Is it something where you do promotion? Is it social media? How do you get the word out there for people to become volunteers?
Oh man, I wish I could say that we were all sophisticated with all these like processes and procedures and stuff like that. Like 99.9% of everything that we do is just by word of mouth. Like
Mm.
people hear about it from other people and we get calls and emails and people just show up. Uh,
Yeah, that's fantastic. And the cool thing about it is you're getting people that are calling you and are taking initiative, so they want to be a part of this. It ain't like you got to drag a cousin in and you got to pull in somebody from down the street and tell them be in the community, do your part. These are people that see you doing the work and then they want
mhm.
to be a part of it. That's good. It's always
Yeah,
best when it's
yeah.
organic or it's grassroots.
Absolutely. Even with our heartbeats, that's what we call our young people. Like even with them, every heartbeat can tell you the story about who invited them to a Heart Smiles program or a Heart Smiles event, and then how they just kind of stuck around after that. Like we really, really remove all the barriers and have the entry points like so low where it really is like, look, you can just come whenever, and if you like it, then come back. And if you still like it, keep coming back. And
Hmm.
then we, really start having conversations once young people decide that they want to do more and they want to be more involved.
That's awesome. So when you're having volunteers come in, are you already aligning them to a particular program that you're doing, or do you kind of ask them, hey, what do you want to do and how do you want to contribute? How does that whole thing work out?
Yeah, so both ways. So when we have specific needs, then we'll just look at the people who are within our network, within our sphere already, and just kind of, say, hey, are you available to do this? But most times, when people are coming to us, especially, we always ask, hey, how do you see yourself being involved? What makes the most sense for you? Because we want people to love their experience with us, because just as much as you're helping us, we should be helping you too, because public service is a two-way street.
Mm. And how did you come to like have a group of young men going to the detention centers? How did that whole thing evolve and come about?
Oh man, well, everything that we do, 100% of our programs are peer-to-peer, near-peer. So, so like I said, starting out, it's just a one-person show. It was just all me running all the programs, facilitating everything, doing all that, and we were able now to build up this solid pool of heartbeats who have these skills who we can deploy out. So when the opportunity came about, we already had them, and it was just a matter of, okay, who from our team is interested.
Okay, so it was intrinsic already and then just
Oh yeah,
blossomed.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Already built in.
that's fantastic. So I wanted to ask you, is there anything that you want to promote, any types of events you have or fundraisers that Heart Smile is pushing out there? Anything, anywhere that you're going to be at that you want to talk about?
Oh man. Again, that's one of those things where I wish I had like this whole list to be able to say this, that, and the third. But certainly people should follow us on Instagram at Heart Smiles MD, because any and everything that we're doing is going to be posted on our Instagram. And also people should check out Heartbeat Cafe. It just opened September the 12th, 2420 East Monument Street. It's a carry-out restaurant, but it also doubles as a culinary training space for young people who are interested in starting careers in culinary. So the staff, young people who work under the chef that we have, Chef C, she's amazing, and Mr. Tony, our partner, is the one who basically kind of like had this vision of being able to marry together what we were already doing, helping young people in the community with this idea of culinary training. So very, very excited for that, and it would just be it'd just be cool for people to experience it, and if it's something that they want to get involved in, hit us up.
So I could go to the cafe, I could get either trained or I could get a meal.
Hmm. Yep, yep,
Okay.
yep. Yep,
Okay.
yep, yep. If you, if you was just a few years younger, I know you just graduating high school, but if you was just a few years younger, you'd be able to be enrolled in the training program, and it's an earn while you learn situation. So we pay you to learn these skills, and if you want to work in the restaurant, you get paid to work in the restaurant as well.
Wow. What's your specialty? Are you guys doing like barbecue or Italian? What is the specialty at the
Yeah,
cafe?
I'm working in the background to try to help them to build up the vegan options. So fellow vegans,
Okay. Okay.
hold on, it's coming. But right now it's mainly soul food, and the thing that's banging off the charts is these Thai basil wings. I haven't tasted them, but people rant and rave about the Thai basil wings. They say, "Give me extra sauce, swamp sauce." That's what she called it.
So it's called swamp sauce for the
Hmm.
Thai
Basil.
basil. Well, I was about to say bagel too. So for the Thai basil wings, so I need to go to Heart Smile Cafe. And can I find y'all on Yelp and all that stuff? Is it
You
easy to
know what?
find?
It's so new. I don't even know. We just opened September
Okay.
the 12th. Let me see if you
I'm
search
gonna try to make
Hearts.
sure I add it in the show notes. I'm still, getting used to putting everything in the right way. I'm gonna try to make sure I add because you guys the cafe has a website, right?
No,
Oh, okay,
when I
okay. So
tell
that's
you
word of
we
mouth.
just,
So when you
yeah,
say it just open, this is word of mouth, just open. Hey,
just open.
World premiere. So when people be talking about world premiere about music, world premiere putting this out there, Heart Smile Cafe. If
Yeah.
you're watching this, you in the Baltimore area, you gotta go down there, get your
Yep.
Thai basil wings with the extra swamp sauce. So I'm gonna make sure I go down there now.
Please
And
do.
yeah,
2420 East Monument Street.
2420 East Monument Street.
It's about 3 blocks down from Northeast Market on the opposite side of Monument Street.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
When are you there? When are you there working in the background?
Oh, I just pop up every now and again. I'll be on the other side of the counter though. I mean, I'll go back there just to say hi to people and stuff. But yeah, no, we open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, okay. I need to make that happen.
So
And then I need to
yes,
take a selfie when I'm down there. I probably should take the
please
picture
do.
so then I can put it in at the end of the show to say, boom, look, I was there. I was there. And I'm gonna order that too. I'm gonna order that to let you know how I feel about
Let
it.
me
'Cause
know because
yeah.
people be going crazy about it.
Okay, okay. The extra swamp sauce. Um, so Joni, one of the final questions we like to ask is just to get to know the person. So what is it at this point in time that you're either binging as a show, um, you just watched as a movie, or whatever books you're reading, anything to get you to know you better.
Yeah, so Angela Davis, Policing the Black Man.
Mm,
That book got me in a chokehold right now. Like it is shedding so much light, like really making the justice system make sense. Like this school to prison pipeline that we get to witness every single day in operation. Like she really put some just thoughtful energy and effort around explaining just the evolution of policing and the Justice Department, especially around Black people, focused in on the Black man. Oh my God.
really? You're saying excellent.
Oh
Um,
my God, yes.
Now that you shared that, let me ask you this: how? Because that book came out how long ago?
You know what? I don't even know. Let me see.
But it's probably like an older book though, right?
It probably is. But see, I didn't even start getting into like this type of stuff
Mm-hmm.
until my work.
Okay.
Before HeartSmiles, I wasn't thinking about this. Like this was
Mm,
far from my radar. Like I made it out of the hood.
mm,
I wasn't thinking about what was happening. I knew the struggle. I've been pulled out of my car before, so I already know. Dragged and everything.
what?
Yeah, man, what? On 83. My head was
Mm,
this close to moving traffic while they had me handcuffed on the ground for what they called a felony stop. Like,
mm,
what? This came out in 2017. Yeah, so I know. Like, even as a young person, when I had my hair a certain way, I had used to have braids and I used to have locks.
mm-hmm,
I'm getting pulled over every week.
mm,
Like so I already knew how it operated, but I
yeah,
wasn't interested in understanding the how or the why or fixing it or none of that stuff interests me. I just wanted to get out so that I could
right.
make sure that my now immediate family never had to feel or experience what I went through. Like that was just
Mm,
my goal. I was one of those people that completely turned my back on what was happening.
mm-hmm. And then Freddie Gray happened, and you like,
Then
I got to
Freddie
get
Gray
back into the
happened.
community.
Because it made my life made sense. I'm like, now I understand why I had such an untraditional route towards success so that I could be a living, breathing witness to let young people know who are still suffering through some of the same things I suffered through. That look, it don't matter what family you come from, what zip code you grew up
Mm-hmm.
in, your education stat, like none of that matters. You still have purpose and you still have value, even if other people don't see it,
Yep.
but it's on you to tap into it and to use it.
Mm-hmm. And folks like yourself and the people a part of the Heart Smile organization, you guys are also walking in and letting people know you do have value, and being a reflection to them as they see these young men in there that was like not too far from where they were, and they say,
Yes.
"Oh, I could get to that portion." For them to see, I'll just name somebody because we talked about him before. To see someone like Ashton, who I ran
Yes.
into a number of times, and to
Yes.
see him talk about what he has to do up at college and how he's got to knock these things out, but then also being right there with these youth and saying,
Hmm.
"Hey, these are things you can do to actually help yourself with a job, to help
Absolutely.
yourself recognize the steps you need to take so you don't come back in here," and all those things that he
Absolutely.
puts out there. And so I think sometimes you have people that they don't even realize what their worth is until someone
Hmm.
lets them know they're worthy, you know.
Exactly.
And so I appreciate your organization for doing that. So with that said, I always try to share something that I'm into right now. So I just finished up this series called The Evolution of the Black Quarterback. If I'm getting that right,
Mm.
it's on Prime Video, and they show the beginning of black quarterbacks in the NFL and the struggle they went through. Then in the middle, they start showing like the Michael Vicks and things like that. People that's kind of popular that really elevated the position all the way till now, where they show Patrick Mahomes, but then they end with Colin Kaepernick.
Mm.
And yeah, and so I
Wow.
know you don't watch sports, but you know Colin Kaepernick.
But I know who Colin is. Yeah, you can't
Yes,
not know who he is.
right. And one of the questions that came up, this one quarterback asked the other one, he said, "What's more important, to win championships as a black quarterback or to create a legacy?" And he said, "Create a legacy because it's going to last longer and it's going to affect more people even outside the sport." And so just me saying Colin Kaepernick is just kind of like it brings everything full circle to what I saw them talking about, to talking to you, where you say you don't even watch sports, but when I mention his name,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
it because he
I
set up a
know him.
legacy. Yeah.
He sure
And,
did.
and he gave up so much of himself
He
to
risked
be,
everything.
yeah, a poster boy to say, hey, these are the things that's happening in my community, and these are the things we really need to talk about. And he was ahead of the curve and still ahead of the curve because this all happened before everything went down in 2019 and in 2020, where everything became, we were always going through it, but it became more of a forefront to people who didn't recognize it in their own living rooms.
Hmm.
Um, and I know you've probably had these conversations with people that are not of your community that would ask you, hey, what can I do? I'm starting to notice things. How can I get
Yeah.
involved and things like that? Because I have people who were Trump supporters who came and found me and said, hey, man, um, I'm looking at things a little bit differently now that I see what's going on and what's going on with black people that I did not recognize, from the Breonna
Wow.
Stewarts to the George Floyds,
Wow.
and how can I be a part of
Wow.
it? From and these are some of the people that couldn't stand Colin Kaepernick a year ago, and then the next year they're like, I see where he's coming from now. Now it all makes sense. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's Evolution of
Wow.
the Black Quarterback on Prime Video. That's what I've been watching. So anyway, Joni, is there anything else you wanted to say before we get ready to close out the show? I want to make sure I give you the last word.
Absolutely. Just thank you for this opportunity. And even if it's only just one person that is inspired or feels something or thinks that they want to reach out to us or be connected to what we're doing, thank you in advance to that person that's going to hear this and take action, because it truly does take a village to do what we do when it comes to young people in Baltimore City and beyond. So I appreciate every listening ear that's going to now, as a result of this, join our movement to help us uplift young people.
Amen. And they coming to the cafe.
And they come into the cafe, 2420 East Monument Street.
That's right. Let's get it. All right. Thank you once again.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for enjoying the show. We hope you learned a lot about the Heart Smiles organization and you get a chance to go out to their cafe. Please go to their website. There's some information about them in the show notes. We hope you look them up. There's also information about our organization in the show notes as well. We can see you at our auction If you run into one of us, grab us, talk to us. We'd love to hear from people that are viewing the show or listening to it on whatever platform. Thank you for your time. Well, let's go beyond the rhetoric. Till next time. Hey, everybody. So I'm here at the HeartSmile Cafe. Beautiful location down here in Baltimore. They have a nice setup. And so I'm getting ready to get my Thai basil wings with the extra swamp sauce. All right. Check it out. See how this is. See how this is. Okay. All right. And I got and I got the extra swamp sauce. Let's see how this is. Get some napkins. All right. Very good. What is good? Yeah, I like these. These are different. I don't think I ever had this flavor somewhere. These are good. Excellent.
Oh, sorry, my son just came in. Hey, Cameron. All right, now I got to do extra work because now I got to do some editing. Hey, Cameron, I'm on an interview right now for Beyond Rhetoric. So if you could be quiet in the background, that'd be great. All right, man. Thank you so much, my man. Yeah, I got a 13-year-old, so he's just getting from school.
I
So
love it.
yeah, he's my man. He's the baby boy. I have another one that's 15. He's in school right now as well. And that's it, just the two boys. We have shut down the shop. We are done. Yeah. They are,
I said closed.
yeah, they are more than enough. They are more than enough.